Good morning, everyone, and welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome, Capricorn, to your Love Connection featured reading for today. I do in normal fashion. I have a kind of a format I've been doing for a while now. I pick a featured sign every day, and every day I can. I didn't get to video yesterday, and today's going to be shorter because I have a lot going on. It's Leo season. But it's your turn today, featured sign of Capricorn. And so then I read 3 major categories for you and a spiritually guided highlighted connection for you. I do this right in front of you. And I'm sure a lot of you will connect immediately with this particular other sign that I connect with you and your compatibility aspect, your love connection, whether it be romantic or friendship or family or animal, whatever it is. It's all inclusive so everybody can feel that they are perfectly welcome on my channel to listen to your messages regarding love. So your particular highlighted connection for today, July 25th, 2021. Whoops, fell right off the table. These are the last, the second half of the month readings. I do the beginning of the month readings. I always recommend you look back onto those and see the comparison, what's happened, what's changed. Many times, so many changes occur from the beginning of the month to the middle to the end. And whenever you watch this, it's perfectly good. Whoa, it just like, bam, fell right on it. And I know it's not the first time this has happened, but it makes perfect sense. You have the highlighted connection today of Aquarius. I've known many, many relationships, compatibility aspects of this combination of Capricorn and Aquarius. And it's interesting because you're right next to each other on the zodiac wheel. And yet, there you are, the two of you. So you kind of feel each other's energy, and you always have because you've been that close. It's kind of an osmosis kind of situation with energy. And yet you're very, very different. Your polarities, for sure. That can be very, very compatible in a lot of ways. Very harmonious, you know. I mean, opposites definitely do attract. Capricorn, you're an incredible earth sign that has great amounts of grounded energy. You are incredibly successful oriented. You are definitely resourceful, and you're a doer, a shaker, a mover. You represent the cardinal signs of the zodiac. There are 4, and your cardinal sign represents the beginning of the season of winter, because each cardinal sign starts the season. And so there's a stark kind of a barren, almost darker energy a lot of times. And that's not to say it in any negativity. I want to rephrase that. It's not darker. It's more of a serious energy with you. Reason being is you're ruled by Saturn. Saturn is that taskmaster. Saturn is the ruler of time. You understand time and the value of time, and you know what your value is in relation to time and money and effort and job related, hardworking energies, which you are extremely hardworking. You lead the pack when it comes to that. I've known many Capricorns who actually are, borderline that a workaholic type of thing, but it's in your blood. It's driven in you to work and to toil and to succeed, and you do. It's one of those things where if you are patient and consistent and regimented and kind of structured in that way, which is what exactly Saturn represents. It constricts you from doing things that are too, vicarious and too out of the norm or any of those things, just so you keep your focus straight and you're just like, you have this goal in mind and you always reach it. It's kind of interesting because we're in the beautiful, vivacious, exaggerated, super fiery, passionate, ego, courage related strength sign of Leo. We're in the Leo season, so every year at this time, personally, I do feel more vitality. I do feel more ambitious. I feel that extra surge of energy for anything I'm thinking or wanting to do. For me right now, it has to do with my physical being. I'm starting a regiment for some strengthening. And boy, I mean, I'm doing it in small doses, and I know you can relate to this, Capricorn. This is the method that works so often, just the tried and true. And I'm going to be patient. I'm going to take it a step at a time. days go quickly. I mean, before I know it, I will have accomplished and done my desired goal, you know, and I'm already feeling the results. It's fantastic. So you're feeling this too. And then you are, you know, like I said, you're the cardinal sign. You initiate, you're pioneers of things. You like to initiate things. You're kind of really at the top of the trend of life, and you keep your ear to the, you know, to the ground. You know, you've got that grounded kind of natural part of you that you kind of know organically when to do things, when the tides change, so to speak, when the cycles come. That's very innate in you, and it's a beautiful thing. Then you have Aquarius, and we've had a lot of predominance of energies in Aquarius, which Jupiter in particular. Jupiter's the benevolent planet, the expansion of everything, right? It gives us more luck and awareness and opportunities and so forth. It's a beautiful thing to have when we want to grow in our lives and allow these beautiful energies to be a part of us. It can go on the excessive side, so we always want to just be aware of that. But Jupiter started the year in Aquarius through May, and then it went this short time into into Pisces. And that will end on the 28th, which is just 3 days from now. That's been extremely compatible with you. It is a water element, but that works so well with Earth. You both really are harmonious, and you just really help each other to evolve and grow and nurture each other. And that's what Pisces is about. Predominantly, I would say, the characteristics, and having Jupiter in that is just more humanitarian kind of energy, wanting to do more and be more selfless. And of course, the rewards that come from that, not only just on a spiritual and emotional level, but financial too, is enormous, because that's what Jupiter is. It's all about the big. And then you add that to the Leo, and you add that to the fact that actually Jupiter goes back into Aquarius, retrograding until October, and then forward motion in Aquarius through December 28th. Aquarius is excellent. This is the mind. It's expansion and getting out of the norm. And it's different for you, because even though you're an earth sign that's not great with changes and prefers to maybe be slower about processes in that way, you're absolutely open to it. You know, that's that cardinal aspect in you. You want to be on top of your game. Success is your modus operandus, you know? And so if you come up with new information or new ways, or in technology, for example, or medicine, which is what Aquarius represents, and the world at large, you know, the internationally famous or, you know, successful. This is exactly where you're going. This is your dream and your desires. So you have that kind of energy that's really kind of motivating you, as well as Leo. And Aquariuses will motivate you. They're very fun and friendly, and they kind of get you out of your shell, and they get you out of your work mode, and they'll take you on vacation. And I pray you're going on vacations. Many people I know are right now, and you could be planning it. And it's every bit as important that you do that for yourself, so that you have the downtime to really kind of just be at peace and refuel yourself and have that fun, have that romance. You're a lover, Capricorn. You really are. You love deep. And you're not frivolous about it. Like, you really intend on making it last. You know, do your best to do so. So this is a really wonderful combination, as different as it is, like I said, because you're more prone to just kind of being the status quo. That's just the opposite of Aquarius, and that's why you're intrigued and fascinated by it. But let me go on to read the 3 major categories for this highlighted connection. Now, you may not know an Aquarius yet. You just may be feeling the energies, because they're very prominent. And your ruling planet, though it's in retrograde, as is Jupiter and a lot of the outer planets, it happens every time around this year. Every year around this time. I thought something sounded backwards about that. The thing is your ruling planet Saturn is also in Aquarius, and there's just a lot of interest in your way of expression and educating yourself and furthering yourself that way. And remember, Jupiter expands that, so you may have all sorts of opportunities, and you know, from all over the world, and technology alone can provide that, right? You don't have to go there. You can be right in your living room and be a part of all that, of course. So I think new things are coming through technology-wise. None of us know of yet. It's still coming down the pike. It's exciting, and it's it's revolutionary, and it could be happening really quickly, and that's what Uranus, the ruling planet of Aquarius, is about. Just surprises that come out of nowhere, but they help everybody, and they're just amazing, you know, and so I get excited. These readings have been beautiful. The three categories, though, are the first one is the overall energy and the influences right now bringing you to this reading and this connection in some way, whatever it is. It could be a family member you know about as well, or a work partnership with an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius in your chart. Well, you have the air quality and element, I should say, of the Two of Swords. So that is definitely Aquarius. Could be Gemini, could be Libra. But there's a choice. There is a crossroads, as they like to say, with this. That's one way to interpret it. Now, you see a person here with blindfolds on. So either they are more interested in just kind of being introspective right now and kind of working through their choices they may have. There may be more than one choice, a decision that needs to be made. Maybe you're trying to prevent yourself from making that decision just yet. You're not quite ready to step forward with that. And you've got the new moon in the background. We have the new moon in Leo coming up. I believe it's August 8th. So perhaps between now and August 8th, which is not that far away from now, you're going to come up with the appropriate choice for yourself and your relationship. The two could be, you know, having to do with a partner, another person. There's conversations that'll be had, and they will be well worth it, because you want to get past the indecision part. And it's great to take a vacation to just let that go, because the answers come. They always do. And when you're in nature particularly, which I know you like, I've never known a Capricorn or Earth sign that does not like nature. I mean, there's all different types of nature. It could be the beach, it could be the mountains, you know, it could be the deserts. It's so important to clear your head, get away from the desk, get away from work, and spend that precious time together and just maybe meditate. You know, you're thinking about something, and it's something you're not quite, you know, you're on the fence about. But there's nothing to concern yourself with, because it's a fleeting thing with our mind. You know, it's always thoughts that come and go and change, and the right answer will be given to you. You know, you've got two swords. Whatever you choose to do will be the right one for you. And I think a lot of you even actually know right now. So just bear that in mind. And let's go into the next category, which is the possible blessings or obstacle that kind of just forms that storyline from the original message and the overall energy. So let's see where we're going with this, you know, about that choice or that crossroads. Another sword, another energy. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, it's very interesting because this is the Knight of Swords. The Knights always represent messages, and this is the fastest moving one. So whatever this confliction or indecision is, perhaps, that you're not 100% sure you want to make, or a decision at this moment, messages are going to come through that are going to really clarify that for you. That's what this means. And it's going to be straightforward, and you might not even see it coming, but whatever's said by somebody or something, or a song, or, you know, a movie or a dream, it's like, bam, that's it. That's what I needed to know. That was the fuel I needed, and that's exactly where I'm going to go with it. It's going to clarify. I love this. Upright, fast movement, like I said, has to do with, you know, fairness, justness. I'm making up all sorts of words today. Thank you for dealing with me and my newfound language, apparently. So, I don't know. I'm laughing. We had a full moon in Aquarius as well. I should have said that originally, but of course we're still feeling that, because it was on the 24th. It started on the 23rd at about 8:30 at night. It's beautiful. I saw it last night too. It's just, I stared at it for a while because it's breathtaking. But it was like 1 degree, 1 to 2 degrees of Aquarius. I mean, that's the fullness of it. And we have a second moon, a blue moon in Aquarius next month. Talk about wanting to just open up to the stars and the possibilities of our lives and our dreams and our goals, because the star represents the sign of Aquarius. in the tarot, and I don't know, there's just such incredible, it's like a culmination with the moon, full moon always, but it also, when one thing ends, the other begins, and I just feel this kind of beautiful, excited energy. There were some, what am I trying to say, squares that came along with it, of course. I'm not going to go too deeply into astrology. I love it. I'm not a professional astrologist. I just love following it, and I'm learning every day with it. But point in cases, you've got a lot of that energy happening with you. Even if you are an earth sign, there's something really motivating you, and you're all about wanting to talk about it. And it's really good for you. It's good to talk. It's good to communicate in all relationships. And that's what's coming in. So maybe the Aquarius has something to share with you specifically. Or like I said, maybe you're just really, really coming into your own about how you feel and how you want to express yourself. You might start a YouTube channel. Something with technology would definitely be appropriate for these energies. And remember, we don't let the energies use us. We use them and utilize them whenever we choose. It's our free will. But when they're there and you feel good about it, go for it. The final, of course, is the category of finances, but I also consider it to be wealth. Oh my gosh. Well, you're at a crossroads. You've got decisions to make, and you've got a couple of options, of course, because you're a hardworking, just incredibly motivated and successful Capricorn. And then you've got this fast-moving energy that's like, bam, here's your answer. This is what you want to do. And financially, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's a major arcana, and that's one of the best cards in the deck, because no matter what's happening thus far, it gets better. If your finances are what you consider wealth, could be your health. A lot of times with the swords, it is that. It's talking to, your doctors, getting your regular checkups. It's talking to any institution that has to do with higher learning and education, educating ourselves, certainly finances, banks, the stimulus aspects of things that are coming in. All that good stuff. This is beautiful. Things are turning in your favor, Capricorn, and it doesn't surprise me because it's so beautiful around this time, and certainly when fall comes into place, when the harvest comes in, literally, right? We work hard, we do our best, we tirelessly, and then we stop, we get our just vacation time to stop and really refuel and have fun and feel the love, feel the emotions in our life. We just finished the Cancer season, which is very much about emotions and love. And even though you're more laid back, you definitely, like I said, are very loving and very caring and loyal and giving. And I'm excited about this. So some really beautiful transformations and new beginnings and changes in your current situation status-wise, and in your finances are definitely coming. You may know about it, but it might surprise the heck out of you. I had something like that happen last week. It was phenomenal. I'm not going to bore you with that. I don't want to involve myself too much, but it does happen, and there's no reason why it can't happen and will not be happening for you. So I love the cards. I love the symbolism. I'm going to finish with the runes that I pick, which is just kind of like the cherry on the icing, and it really is interesting how synchronistic it tends to be for me and when I'm doing my readings. And you have what looks like an H. I'm going to put it right there. I'm still memorizing these, so I do use the cheat sheet, but as time goes on, I'm noticing, little by little, it's getting better. I don't have my glasses. That's so crazy right now. Okay, so I'm going to actually do something that's not really all that professional, but I got to do it anyway. I'm going to run and get my glasses, and I'll be right back. Ta-da! Thank you so much for your patience, and it's so cute because my cat just ran in. He doesn't normally come in here because he likes to get into everything, but he's right there. He's my love. You want to get on some film eclipse? I'll pick him up in a second. Please forgive me for that. Yeah, I had one pair of glasses break, so I kept these in the other room. You want to come and see everybody? Come here. Come here, my love. Come here, my little love bugs. I'm not mad. It's all good. Come here. Come here, sweet baby. There goes my microphone. He's just my love bugs. He's my eclipse. He looks like an eclipse, huh? Yeah, I got him last year. I adopted him last year, and was 5 weeks old, so he's become a strapping young man, let me tell you. But I digress. Please forgive me. So, glasses are on. The H is the number 9. That's oh, I love that. That's completion, the number of completion in numerology. And it's Hagalaz. And I hope I'm not butchering that, but Hagalaz. Yeah, so we'll go in and I'll let you know specifically more about that. 9 in this, it comes in French and different dialects. Okay, so guess what? The time frame is between October 29th and November 12th, which is the Scorpion time. Extremely compatible once again, water with you. But Scorpio is all about determination and digging deep and getting down to the heart of the matter and revealing truth and transformation. And, you know, this has to do with other people in the 8th house, inheritances perhaps, that sort of thing. There's a great amount of emotion and intensity. So something's stirring up maybe in your relationship and you really just like bring it up to the forefront how you really feel. The words associated is hail, like hail, which I love. It's just like announcing and pronouncing to the world your feelings, your emotions. The words associated are sacrifice, caution, solitude, worries, damage, debris, unexpected and initially unwanted birth. So see, now with everything in life, you've got the yin and the yang. This is one that's reminding you about these energies that are out there. Initially unwanted birth. Now that's something that would be very interesting. I don't know if for any reason that you're finding out about a child that may be coming in, there's a decision about that. I mean, like I said from the beginning, when it comes to this crossroads and communication is essential in all aspects of our life, but maybe it's something you know about and you're just like, you're so shocked and you're just not sure how to take it. You alone will know what's right for you, and the choices and decisions will be made, and I know that it'll end up being exactly the way it needs to be. You have divine guidance at all time when it comes to that. That's a possibility, okay? That's a small percentage. And if I were you, I would do whatever I could, because of the fact that the swords always represent our mind and our thoughts, because they're the air, and you know, they're constantly changing, and it can loop around, and it can really concern us and worry us and do all those things to our detriment. Let us bring ourselves the most peaceful, loving, upliftment kind of thoughts, and that'll change everything, including our perspective in the situation, making it the Wheel of Fortune a better situation for everybody involved. So just something to think about. But that's under the second category. That's that fast-moving, changeable energy and conversations happening. So I hope that works in your favor and you understand what I'm speaking of. I'm going to move on to the oracles now. This is the beautiful Wisdom of the Hidden Oracle by Colette Varian Reed. And it's just a message for you that's meant to bring you some upliftment and love and inspiration in your life, in all areas of your life. This is for every Capricorn and every one of your relationships, Capricorn. So what we have for you is the map maker of destiny. Authentic purpose, inspiration, free will, always. And it's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune also represents time. And I mentioned your ruling planet being Saturn, Capricorn, is about time and cycles. And, you know, there's always ups and downs and peaks and valleys, as I always say. And you're moving up again, you know. And as a Capricorn, who's that goat symbolism, you know, the reaching the highest mountain and then moving over and going to the other side, because an obstacle is only an opportunity for you. That's what I always like to say about Capricorns. That's your mentality. It's beautiful. And it's really worthy, because you're the calm in the storm for people. People love to turn for you. They know they can just have that reliable energy when things get a little hectic out in the world. So we're going to read to you the number, and it's 24, and that's number 6 in numerology. So that's about balance. You know, the 6th house represents your day-to-day activities that you need to do, your practical things, your home life, your business, your relationships, you know, your well-being, eating, sustenance, you know, stability, that sort of thing, your foundation. Well, that's what you work at all the time. That's what's so important to you, for yourself and those that you love. When the map maker of destiny appears, it is a sign that you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of the self. That sounds beautiful. That sounds like something that's inspirational because you love the challenge. You know, nothing really holds you back. And it's nice to know that. It's just nice, beautiful, you know, ways to express things that I think we know internally and subconsciously because we're all connected. But just to have that come forth is really beautiful. I'm also going to read your oracle, which is the beautiful animal medicine cards. And they're big and they're really awesome because I'm becoming more attracted to and in tune with the wisdom of our animal guides and, you know, our pets and their spirits too. And you have the turtle. I've gotten this like 3 times. Okay, but I love it because it has a very important message that I think is super important for you too. So I'll read it to you, and it says, home, protection, journey within. Well, that Two of Swords is part of that, you know, just going within and listening to your intuition, which is always there for you. Wise turtle is always home. They have the home on their back, right? Turtle embodies the ability to go within for protection and safety at any time, belonging partly to water and partly to land. Turtle needs both to survive. Underwater in the unconscious dream world, turtle is graceful and strong. On land, tough turtle is slower, quicker, carrying a thick shell to retreat into when faced with danger. As a result, turtle has few predators. Turtle embodies the ability to go inward and be protected. And that sounds so much like you, your earthly, practical side that wants to be sturdy and strong and capable and, you know, successful. Even when faced with disruptive forces, steady on, you can walk with peace found within. And may you always find that peace within, because it's always there for you. And last but not least, Capricorns, I'm going to read your Super Attractor Manifestation message. If you have not had a chance to subscribe and you feel persuaded to do so, I would love that because it's very, very supportive and it just takes a moment. The notification bell lets you know when I upload my videos because it's kind of changeable, but that's a really beautiful, inspiring thing for you to do. You don't have to, and it doesn't cost anything, but it means a lot. And a like is always awesome as well. YouTube likes all of this, I might add. So, you know, it's a business, right? So yes, I have to put in that sales pitch, but yeah, either way, I'll be here for you. Your final message for you is beautiful. Wanting more for others puts me into an energy of abundance. And we said that from the beginning. This last couple of few days of Jupiter in Pisces, which will then return at the end of the year and go into for a good portion of next year, is just about that. When you're doing for others and the beautiful Aquarian energy of, you know, let's make the world a safe place for everybody where all can eat and it's justice and there's fairness for everybody. Well, there's abundance in that. There's abundance in that feeling. There's abundance in that participation. And it says a whole lot. But I think you're absolutely one of those philanthropic type of people. Certainly the ones I've met. Keep it paying forward, boy. You will never regret it, and it'll continue to come back to you. That Wheel of Fortune is going to show you some really special things for your rewards. So thank you for tuning in once again, and the pauses and whatnot, and, you know, life, I suppose. But until next time, take good care, enjoy yourself, go away, go on vacation. Have a great time. Thank you so much. Bye for now.